My worst volleyball concussion was my junior year of high school. I was going for a ball and I dove and I fell into the bleachers. And my coach was like, "Oh, are you okay?" And I was like, "Yeah." She asked me if I hit my head and I said no.
I've definitely seen when my cheerleaders pretend like they're not hurt when they get hit in other ways. And I could see with other sports, since there is that concussion limit before they have to be done forever, that they would just not want to report it.
Having suffered 7 concussions herself, Agua Fria High School head cheer coach Torie Jones knows firsthand the importance of both reporting concussions and understanding their seriousness. However, for young athletes like former Greenway High School volleyball player Haley Worden, who went on to play at Arizona Christian University, the focus is sometimes more on the short term, on staying in the game.
I went back to playing and I played the next day. I actually did hit my head, but I told her I didn't just because I didn't want to sit out, and we had a game the next day, so I didn't want to miss that.
According to Northern Arizona University Assistant Professor of Athletic Training, Monica Lininger, nearly 50% of concussions in high school and college athletics may be unreported. Lininger is among a group of 4 NAU researchers awarded a grant from the NCAA and the Department of Defense to study the culture of concussion reporting.
A concussion is really just a bruise that you get on the brain, essentially. So if you think of your brain kind of like jello, it gets sloshed around a little bit. And so there's a severity of those. So you can have a total traumatic brain injury or a mild traumatic brain injury.
Sometimes we like to think that an individual's behavior, whether or not they report a concussion or not, can be considered a health behavior. It's like, are you going to get your flu vaccine? That's something, an action someone can take. Is an athlete going to report a concussion? That's a health behavior.
Debbie Craig, part of the research team and director of NAU's athletic training program, says that athletes are more focused on being competitive rather than on their own well-being.
Biggest thing is they don't want to come off the field, and it's more so during game day. So they're more willing to report a concussion during practice and have it checked out and step off the field to do that. They're less willing to do that on game day, and it's that competitive nature of being an athlete.
For Jones and Worden, both say the key to improving concussion reporting begins with understanding the consequences of a concussion.
I make it very clear to my girls that they have to be honest with these things. If they're lying, like, they can make life way worse for themselves. Like, it'll be a long-term injury instead of a short-term one.
My advice would be that sports, that's not your life. Like, you can lose your life over a concussion. So I'd just say, just kind of put in perspective that sports are just now and that you need your brain for the rest of your life.
In Phoenix, Carlee Swanson, Cronkite News.